What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once again. So we got some peak news regarding Canelo Alvarez and Terence Bud Crawford. Carrot Top, aka Canelo, he been going in. He been doing a media circuit, airing out Terence Crawford. So let's get to the first video I got here for you, man. Peep this. Oh, come on, man, with the mood. Come on, people, stop.
For me, I think he lost. He lost the fight or draw.
Okay.
Or could be the other side. He knows why his weight class is there, right?
He was saying your name a lot all week. I was out there in
because
LA.
he want to sell the fight. If they don't talk about me, they don't say anything.
Would you look at a fight with Crawford? Because in the past you've told me no.
If the money is right, I mean,
The money's got to be big for that.
I don't like fighters who move around, you know.
I'll play it again because obviously the.
What'd you make of Crawford's performance against Madrimov?
For me, I think he lost. He lost the fight or draw.
Okay.
Or could be the other side. He knows.
So you heard there, Canelo saying, after Crawford lost that fight, or it was a. Now, I don't think Carrot Top's just saying that because some people had Madrimov. Madrimov didn't do enough. That's the truth, man. He didn't do enough. Come on, Carrot Top, stop playing. Tell the truth. The truth is, yeah, you feel pressed for whatever reason by Crawford, and you kind of. We see it all the time. Yeah, like if Floyd, for some reason, even though he beat Canelo, whenever Canelo has a bad performance, Floyd jumps on the bandwagon. Hey, I told you Canelo was no good, kind of thing. And this is one of them. This is an ego one from Canelo. I mean, he admits it could be a draw, but to come out and say Crawford lost, I think Crawford lost, that was personal, right? Because if it wasn't personal, Carrot Top would say, hey man, I think the fight was close, it could have gone either way. But to come out and say Crawford lost, and then backpedal, oh, it could have been a draw. Come on, bro, stop. Now, we're going to move on. Canelo, he alludes to the fact that if the money's right, he'll fight Crawford, which I don't understand still. Yeah? He also says that Crawford appreciates why there's weight classes. So I'm thinking to myself, if you're saying Crawford lost that fight to a man in Madrimov with 10 fights who really wasn't active, he wasn't that busy. That's why he lost, in my opinion. I had him losing by a round or two. He didn't take no risk. Even Eddie Hearn's steady sucking off Madrimov, obviously. Even he said he didn't really roll the dice. Well, people, you can't win a fight where you don't roll the dice unless you're dominating with the boxing, which he wasn't. I mean, Madrimov was dominating with the foot pressure and the feint pressure, but you don't score points and feinting and doing your herky-jerky feet, unfortunately. There was no hands, very little hands from Madrimov. He was pot-shotting. And it wasn't a whole bunch of pot-shotting either. So, he lost. My point? Carrot Top, you think the fight was close with Madrimov who weren't throwing his hands, as I've explained. We're talking about another over a stone, 14 pounds Crawford going to go up. If you're saying Crawford, he knows weight classes now, why are you still running that whole money narrative? Oh, if the money's right. People, how much money you think Carrot Top going to be getting paid to fight Berlanga? No one wants to watch that fight. We can assume it's going to be in the realm, for example. The Berlanga fight is no bigger. I don't care what none of them South American cats be smoking. The Berlanga fight ain't no bigger than when he fought Jamal Charlo. And we know when he fought Jamal, he got about 50 mil. Yeah? So why is it he's prepared to fight Berlanga for 50 mil? Tops. But yet he won't fight Crawford for 70 or 80 or 90. Now, to be fair, Berlanga's an easy fight. Berlanga's no good. He's literally no good. Useless. I don't normally think that Carrot Top going to get a stoppage, but Berlanga's ass gets stopped. For sure, he too leaky. He like a cholo. Yeah, imagine if you went to the back ass of anywhere in Mexico, or Puerto Rico, you could find one of them ones. You could find someone like Berlanga. Yeah, he loco. He loco cholo, one of them ones. He just wanna look at his chains on his neck. He got the big chains. He no doubt got one of them cars. One of them Cadillacs with the big wheels on. He got a pit bull riding shotgun in the Cadillacs with the 24-inch rims. Come on, people. That's Berlanga. He can't fight, though. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Berlanga, he would look good starring in the next Narcos season. That's his shtick for me. Netflix need to take him out of boxing and get Berlanga with all his tattoos and all of his chains and get him featuring in the next Narcos series. Yeah, that's his place. He's not boxing. That's what we know for a fact. He can't squabble like that. He can slap around and get clipped and leaky loose as a goose, but he ain't got the squabbles like that. He just ain't. So I ain't trying to see him versus Carrot Top. So I can't understand why Carrot Top, he's fighting all these bums. To be fair, Munguia wasn't a bum, but Munguia's levels above Berlanga. Berlanga's no good. I told you before, people. Berlanga got put down by a man who Billy Joe Saunders stopped. Do you understand that, people? Billy Joe Saunders stopped a man who went on to put Berlanga down. Wow. Yeah? Do you know how leaky you have to be to get put down by a man that Billy Joe can't punch? People. Do you know how leaky you have to be to get put down by a man that Billy Joe Sausages stopped? Come on, people. He's no good. So why is it okay for Carrot Top? I think at this point, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a shill. I mean, a week ago, I'd have told you that Crawford would go in there and piece Carrot Top up. Touch him all over. Give him the BBC Hugh Pill. Yeah? AKA give him the BBC Savile legacy kind of whooping. That's what I'd have told you. But now, though, after seeing that, I agree with Carrot Top. Crawford does respect weight class. That's what it looked like to me. This fight against Madrimov looked like a man who was hella respectful of the weight / size. He was on his P's and Q's. His hands was up the whole night. He wasn't relaxed. He was backpedaling. He backpedaled for 11 rounds, 10 rounds. Just he weren't trying to squabble like that at all. Which was a shame, really, from Crawford. But we've found Crawford's level now. Crawford's level is 154. He didn't really cause no damage. He didn't really rock no one. So that's his level now. Yeah? Crawford looks pretty average at the world level of 154. That's fair to say. Now, the judges' scorecards don't lie. Winning by a round or two, that makes you pretty average within the world level. Because I'm not being funny, but Madrimov's good. He's solid. But he ain't a Bivol. That's what a lot of cats are getting confused. A lot of people are telling me, YB, well, this fight was like Crawford versus Bivol. No, this fight was like Canelo versus Bivol. No, people. Bivol has pound for pound skills. Madrimov, not so much. Bivol puts it well together. Bivol can slide in and out with the footwork. He can feint you. But he'll also punch your head in. He punched Carrot Top's head in. Madrimov had all the footwork and all the feints, but he had no hands. That's the vital element. He didn't have no hands. So you can't say that, oh, YB, well, Crawford went up and he did what Canelo didn't. No, Crawford weren't fighting no pound for pound. Bivol pound for pound. Madrimov, he just a solid world champion, I'd say. Madrimov, people, who here thinks Madrimov is going to punch up Tim Tszyu, for example? I think that's a good fight. Yeah? All of these fights, who here thinks Madrimov are going to punch up Jamal Charlo? I think it's a good fight. I ain't going to lie. My point? This is a solid... He's a solid world champion, but he's not pound for pound. So Crawford went from being dominating pound for pound athletes in Errol Spence to going life and death with the standard level world champions. That's your level now. Your level is life and death, fact, 115, 113, with fighters who have had 10 fights and who ain't even all that. Madrimov weren't even pushing like that, people. So again, why is Canelo not all over this? It's not like Canelo don't have a problem fighting little dudes. He loved them ones. He been jumping on them. He had no problem fighting Jamal Charlo for 154. Oops. And whatever you say about Jamal, he don't have the... Well, he's not undefeated. He wasn't undefeated when he fought Carrot Top. He don't have the primo-ness that Crawford has. So why is it okay for you to fight Jamal for 50 mil, but you can't fight Crawford for 70 or 80? It's just a bit suspect. It puts me off. I don't know what Carrot Top's on. Carrot Top's asking for 150 mil to fight Crawford after seeing that. Unless Canelo shook thinking, oh damn, he might be playing possum. Crawford might have been playing possum. That's not what I saw, though. That's just not what I saw. Yeah, I think it's a massive stretch to say that Crawford was in control and he was just trying to lure in Canelo. I didn't see that. I saw he was shook. Yeah, I told you the other day, watch Crawford versus Avanesian. That was a man in control. He got hit in that fight, but he was calm. Literally just looked like he was out for a stroll. He was not out for a stroll from Madrimov. His butt was flapping. Yeah, he won the fight by a round or two. I ain't gonna lie, but come on now. Crawford's butt was flapping, people. Crawford's butt was flapping in there with Madrimov until the 12th round. And even the 12th round, I watched it back. Crawford let his hands go more, but the whole fight, he was missing loads. He was missing loads, and the shots. At 147, he seemed to have armour-piercing power. He could hit you with either hand and put you down. He was hitting Errol Spence with a jab. At this weight class, with a real Uzbekistan bull, yeah, the shots are bouncing off. They weren't really... Now, to be fair, Crawford got Madrimov's respect. We can all critique Crawford saying he ain't coming forward, he ain't get busy with the hands, but in all due respect, Madrimov wasn't looking to get busy either. Madrimov's normally the one coming storming in, slinging his hands. He wasn't looking to swing, so he must have felt something. Again, this fight showed Crawford is a solid level 154 pounder. He's not a pound for pound 154 pounder though. Because a pound for pound 154 pounder would have tore that ass up. Although, look at Bivol. Bivol's had fights at 175 where he's looked like average. He fought Craig Richards. And Craig Richards won like the last 5 rounds, so it could have been off night. Maybe that's what Carrot Top Canelo, he obviously understands the game. Maybe he's thinking, well, Crawford could just be on a bad night. I don't want to get in there. Maybe Carrot Top thinking, I don't want to get in there when Crawford pinging. That's what I don't want. Madrimov had the best night of Crawford, potentially. Or Crawford's fans level. I don't know. Anyway, I've waffled on. Let's get some more bars here from Canelo, which are more insightful. Listen to this one, people, 100%. No doubt about it.
I want to come back to Edgar, right? A lot of people are feeling like this isn't the best fight that could have been made, right? Folks wanted, obviously everybody wants you to fight Benavidez, and now there's conversation about Crawford. Crawford saying he wanted to fight you. Everybody wants to fight you. Yeah. Now, I saw after the end of the Crawford fight, the how they call him, the Excellency, Turkey, his Excellency. The Sheik said that he would be willing to pay whatever you want to fight Crawford.
Fine.
Yeah.
If he's willing to pay whatever I want, hands down.
That'll work. If you're in. So if the numbers were right with Crawford, you'll do it.
Why not? I think Crawford, don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter. But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight.
But Crap Top says Crawford is an easy fight. At his weight class, and we have to. Tim Bradley, this cat here, watch this video. He bugging. Tim Bradley saying Terence dominated. I don't know what fight he was watching, man. Come on, bro. He was backpedaling. I'm sorry, you can't really dominate a fight like that when you running. Crawford people. Terence Shakur Stevenson, Crawford. That's what it was like. Forget Bud, people. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't a fanboy. Some of you man are fanboys, yeah? I'm gonna call a spade, though. That fight had nothing to do with Bud. That fight had nothing to do with Anuaki. That fight was Shakur Stevenson. That fight had Shakur Stevenson's mitts, grubby mitts all over it. Sucked. Enough, man. No, the thing about fans like me, casual fans, we don't have to lie. Yeah? If people were telling me I fell asleep, they fell asleep. I wouldn't lie about it. Who here heard me say, I watched Crawford versus Spence and I fell asleep? No one heard me say that. It didn't happen. I fell asleep watching this one. It was long in the tooth. Wow. This one boring ass fight. And then you got Tim Bradley saying, "Oh man," or you know the pseudo boxing heads. The pseudo boxing heads be saying things like, "Well, yeah, obviously casual fans didn't enjoy it, but if you're high level, you appreciate it." Come on. It was 2 people in there faffing. Yeah, high level is doing what you need to do to get your hands off. That's high level, people. High level isn't posturing, I'm sorry. Anyone can go in there and faint and skip backwards all night. That's not really high level. That's a scary looking ass dude. You're supposed to use all them things to get your hands off accurately / higher volume. That's the whole tale. How often can you hit someone in the head? That's the ultimate game, people. It's not how often can you skip in and skip out and jerk your hands. It was whack, Tim Bradley. Yeah, just because I think the thing about Tim is he's trying to suck Terence off. That's the truth. For some reason, you want to suck Terence. And that's for each to their own. I'm just calling a spade though. You ain't really watching the fight I was watching, man. The fight was tired. The fight was long in the tooth. The fight was Shakur Stevenson-esque. Yeah? Anyway.
For me, easy money. So, if the money is right, I'm in. Because, you know,
Easy
I don't
money.
like to fight guys like Crawford because he move a lot and the fight is not that great.
Canelo says, I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because he moves too much and it doesn't make for an entertaining fight. And that is a fair element, but what makes me weird about Carrot Top is you can't have it both ways, Carrot Top. Okay, you're saying I want to fight Belanga, I want to fight Munguia because they're big stiff units who are going to come forward and make it entertaining for the fans. Fine. You don't really want to fight Crawford because he played too much. I don't agree, but okay. The problem with that though is, Carrot Top, there's a big old Benavidez out there. Yeah? Whatever you say about... Listen, I think Carrot Top cuts through Benavidez. Benavidez can't punch for toffee. But still, you complain about Crawford boxing too much, but then you got Benavidez there who want to fight, and he's going to come straight at you and slap away. Not do no damage, but he's going to slap away, and you don't want to fight him either. So what you really mean to say is you want to fight bum pressure fighters. You want to fight pressure fighters who have no chance of winning that pressure fighting. That's what you're saying. Because you don't want to fight the boxers, and you don't want to fight the elite pressure fighters. You want to fight the slappers, and the chin in the air, and the dudes who got their cherry popped by Billy Joe Saunders' leftovers. That's what you want to do. So stop playing like it's something about Crawford. No, you don't want to fight none of the elite. You don't want to fight the pressure fighting elite, and you don't want to fight the light in the back 154 life and deathers like Crawford. Yeah? Talking about you want 150 million to fight Crawford. Like, what planet you on? You ain't getting 150 fight Belanga. Oh, what you mean to say is risk reward. You want to fight bums. Canelo the bum slayer. Bivol broke this guy. This guy was talking about going to heavyweight and cruiserweight people. And then Bivol got in there and handed his ass back to him, and he didn't want to do it no more. Now he want to fight the Billy Joe Saunders leftovers. Wow.
I saw Crawford the last fight, and he don't move that much now. So yeah, if the money is right, I mean, why not?
How you think he did at that weight, at 154? How you think Crawford did?
You know, they are a weight class for a reason, and you need to ask him. It's different. I know in his mind he think he can do whatever he wants because he's very talented fighter. He's a very good fighter. I like how he fight, but that's why there are weight classes.
Yeah,
and he knows now.
He knows now. You think he felt that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then I would.
I agree, Phil. I agree that Crawford. I mean, I got a video coming soon. Turkey's come out and backpedaled. Yeah. On that fight night, Turkey was saying, well, at the weekend, Saturday morning, or whatever it was, Turkey said, Canelo, we're coming for you. Crawford's fixing to knock out Madrimov within 8 rounds. That didn't happen. All of a sudden now, Turkey's saying, his turbulency saying, actually now scrap the Canelo fight. We don't want that. So that's come from somewhere, people. Yeah? And what you notice is you ain't heard Crawford say zip. So Crawford's put the call in and said, hey man, all this rah-rah talking about 168, I don't really fancy that no more because I'm going life and death with the randoms at 154. That's the truth, people. Madrimov's a random at 154. He's not established no legacy. And Crawford had all he can in there. He popped right in his mouth with 4 back-to-back right hands. Come on, people, stop. And that's Madrimov. That's not no Canelo. But my beef is, people, for Canelo to sit there and observe, hey man, Crawford, he felt the power. He don't want none of that. And then to say, well, the money needs to be right. That's not the right answer, man. Because the money ain't right for Bumlanga. Yeah, Canelo versus Edgar Bumlanga. Edgar Leakey clipped by Billy Joe Saunders' leftovers Langa. Yeah? You don't have a problem fighting Bumlanga though. So why you got a problem fighting Crawford if he light in the back? Which he probably is. I think Crawford probably is a bit light in the back for 168, but go get that. Go get that. Why are you being corny for? Talking about numbers that are just ridiculous. Who want to pay 150 mil to see that fight? Not me. Not no one. Take the money roundabout. If you're getting paid 50 for Langa, take 75. What the fuck? This guy corny, man. Carrot Top corny. He want to. The thing is, a lot of these fans, you man, be paying these goofballs. I mean, if Canelo can make 50 mil fighting bums, that's what he'll do. Because you man pump it up. Yeah, the market should be, we're not paying for Canelo versus Bum Langa at all. There should be 0 pay-per-view buys. And then it should be rewarded for taking risk. It should be, listen, Canelo, only your nan and your granddad are going to buy that Bum Langa pay-per-view. However, if you fight Benavidez, you might get 2 million pay-per-views. That's how it should be. Instead, you cornballs sit there and say, well, we're not going to get Benavidez, so we're going to put 500,000 pay-per-views up for this Bum Langa. Well, if Canelo can fight 4 bums a year, yeah, that's 2 million pay-per-views anyway. Who gives a he don't care how we get 2 million pay-per-views. Why take a hard fight when he can just fight 4 bums and you man will be chipping in your $80? That's the problem. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, like the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about it. Stop it.